y'all know I love to be here. Somebody asked me how much for a verse. Man, at least 10 bands. And don't argue with the price neither, because you done gave niggas that can't rap, that just rap trash, more. Yeah, 10K could be crazy. All you want it to be. Yeah. Now, unless you got a banger and it's doing something, we could work something out. But if not, and you just want me to get on it, I gotta find the love for it. I gotta find, hey, you putting work on me, so I need the bread. I'm gonna need that bread, bro, for that. But I don't think I'm doing too much either. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You asking me to put some work in it, I ain't gonna try to put no bull for you. Now you just mad about the track and you just spent some bread. Like, nah, I'd rather, come on. I want to care about it. I don't want to do, you know what I'm saying, do you no justice. Jasmine said 10 is crazy work. Well, you got to think about it. Jasmine, I'm not running around doing a bunch of features neither. You know what I'm saying? I'm not running around pushing a bunch of music. So, I mean, I think that's worth it. And, you know, I swear to you, like, you know, it's crazy because it's like, and then I got to say it because it's like people you'll go into a restaurant, you'll go into a store. You don't even go into Target. We ain't even got to talk about nowhere big. You don't go into Target. You don't go in nowhere haggling with people about their prices. You know what? When you see it, you either want it or you don't want it. It's simple as that. It's not going to the front register and taking it up there and saying, you guys are crazy for charging this for this. Nah, you either buying or you not. So treat me the same. Treat me the same. I don't want, like, hey, you either can buy it or you don't. You don't go argue with none of them people when you walk up in their store. Now, do you? Somebody said you want to be treated the same as Target? Hell yeah, why not? People come in there and they buy it and they don't complain. And good business is hard to come by these days. Somebody said, do I get a receipt after you drop the verse? Hell yeah, we do a whole invoice. I got to account for the bread if I wanted to go in my account. So, I got to, if I want to do it legitimately, yes, you do get it. I'll send you a whole invoice. You want to do the verse together? Let's do it. Hop in the studio. Hop in the lab. Shit, get the full experience. Why not? If we doing it, we doing it. Somebody said, nah, you got to let people hear the verse before they pay. So what do you think this is? So, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is where we get it up at. I'm even going as far as saying, hey, you know, we can even get in the studio, write it together. You know, the vibe. You know, that vibe is crazy when you can get in there with the other person and really put some magic together in the studio. You know what I mean? So I'm all down for all that. You talking about they got to hear the verse. Nah, that's you being funny wanting to critique it because now you done spent your money. Hey, my nigga, some things cost. Everything's a gamble. I can give you the hardest verse of a lifetime and it doesn't mean to go do anything. My nigga, you still got to push it. You still see somebody who's willing to pay for a feature or pay whatever somebody costs. It means they're really serious about their craft. And they're paying money in other places. It's simple-minded people that's only worried about spending that 10 bands, damn, because that's probably the most you done spent on anything throughout your craft of rapping or doing music. You know what I'm saying? That's the most. So hell yeah, I can see what the troubles be. That lets you know a lot about a person and what they're already investing. I know people that's willing to invest 50, 60, 70,000 into the people that they want, into their projects, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even matter. If that's what they want, that's what they want. Somebody said, you're not a rapper, bro. I ain't got to be a rapper not to know how to do business if I am going to rap. Or I don't have to do any of it for anybody, right? And let's be real, right? Let's really look at it. Let's really look at the change here, you know? They went from making games, video games, about rappers, from Def Jam to all the, 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand, whatever it was that he had, like all these games, right? They was making about rappers like that. Now you got 2K, they putting influencers in it. You got no rappers like that, nigga. A couple, the rest of them be influencers. The whole game has changed. Let's really look at it. You got niggas, man, you got influencers, more influencers getting commercials and being in the spotlight than rappers are. Musicians, people who do music. It's only a few. And I'm talking about that can really push forward and really have a career. Snoop's probably a prime example of how far you can go and push. That nigga pushed way past music. Corona commercials, man, the list goes on for him. There's only a few rappers that's really moving past that. The rest of them, man, be influencers and public figures. And I'm gonna tell you this, I wouldn't ask for 10 bands if I haven't made money like that before, surrounding myself in music and helping people with music. So, hell yeah. And I feel like I'm cutting a deal. To rap, made way more than that, homie. Quadruple in a weekend of doing, just being a part of something like that versus putting actually rapping, putting some bars on there. I'd be disrespecting the people that done spent the money with me in the past. To know a nigga can get a verse out of me for 1,000, not had a nigga spend, man, boy, yeah, right. See, smarter than that one, homie. It ain't happening. A lot of people out here can't rap. You know what it is? It's their likeliness. Their likeliness is what makes people listen to the music. You probably got a harder song that could be out better than anybody's, but guess what? You don't got the push behind it. No offense, you don't got the name. To the man that said you can't rap. Think about it. You probably would have named, man, Sneaker Hoodie. Your chances will probably be very dim. You know what I'm saying? But could have a banger. But because you don't have, you say, yeah, you do. Okay, so you should already know. That even matter. You got to have the push behind it. If you ain't got push behind your music, nobody gonna care. It'll never get to where it needs to get to. It might get a few blocks through a few homies and they ain't even banging it because niggas, we just don't support niggas. I don't know why, it just doesn't happen. It just don't. We don't support each other. It's just what it is. Because it's always the why you or why not me effect, you know, but that's neither here nor there. There's a ton of Michael Jordans out here, homie. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean these niggas is ever gonna make it to the league. I mean, come on. Keep that real. Ain't real talk. How much trash music? I've been hearing it for the last 10 years. Making it up to the radio. Making it to the radio. Music has become so watered down. Music is not the same no more, man. I hate even listening to half this bullshit. Because it's either half these niggas ain't living like that, half of them telling somebody else's story, or half these niggas is just cap rap. You really get up on them and you ask them about that bullshit they was talking about in their songs and they tell you, hey man, this shit was just a song. I ain't mean half that. A lot of that shit be made up propaganda, even in the music scene. You have Cardi B and Nicki Minaj fighting and just in this bull or whatever, all these little chicks and little bitches at it with each other. But when you really look at it, if these been in a room with each other, I promise you it's gonna be 100 pictures of these making hugs. And you know what I'm saying, making up. And oh girl, I never really had no problem with you, man. All that shit for cameras, homie. That's how I feel. That propaganda is what get that sale. Everybody got an agenda, I see, man. Like, go through B1000. I mean, I'm not about to fake the funk. Maybe it's because I'm not a multi-millionaire and I probably ain't seen some of the money that, you know, some of them people have. I mean, I've seen my fair share, but probably they ain't sitting multi-millionaires. So I get it. I understand. Maybe it's a little different, but I ain't with all that, homie. Especially if you got money like that. I wouldn't want the clout. I would just want to live my life. I swear to God, like I wouldn't want that magnitude, man. I'm about to go ball. You're gonna see me around, nigga, and shining. Multi-millions, please. I ain't saying I ain't gonna get there, but I just don't see it. I don't see the if I did get there, start having multi-millions, would I wanna, like, what beef do you need? At that point, it has to be a clout grab, right? It has to be a clout grab. If you got multi-millions and you You beefing like online with somebody, man. Fuck that shit. Man, we eating. Man, you trying to come out and come at this tomahawk with a motherfucker or what? Like, what are we doing? People so afraid to lose that shine that if, nigga, you had it, you have it. Like, you don't gotta worry about ever losing it. You just don't. Like, I don't know. I get having to speak up for yourself. Hell, I've had to do it. A lot of people have to. Sometimes you gotta speak up for yourself, man. But just to, I don't know, slander each other campaign, and you millionaires got everything that y'all imagine. There's nothing that y'all really want. But you know what it is? It is something that they really want. And a lot of these famous people they want real lives. They don't really got those. For real. A lot of people that's got multi-millions, man, they don't really even control their life. I mean, there's people around them. And let me not sound crazy when I say that. I look at it like this. They got people that manage their money for them. Hell, they got people that manage their day-to-day for them. They don't really run anything. Got financial advisors and everything say, hey, man, you can't spend this money this month. It's not in your best interest. Like I said, a lot of these famous people, celebrities, man, just being around them, you could just see how they like. It's people around them running their lives, man. It's not them. They have nothing to do with them. They don't even pick what they want to wear. Why do people have stylists? These people would not exist. All these jobs that I named off and just all these people that are around and involved if people were just running their own.